I used to think the scariest stories were loud ones, the kind that announced themselves with screams or obvious danger. But I learned very quickly that the worst experiences don't start with fear. They start with comfort, with routine, with things feeling just normal enough that you don't question them until it's already too late. And if you're listening to this right now, there's a good chance you recognize that feeling, the moment when nothing is technically wrong, but something feels slightly off and you can't explain why. And that's how this started for me on a night that felt identical to every other night before it. The same quiet, the same dim lights, the same slow passing of time, and the same belief that I was completely alone. I was working nights, then not because I liked it, but because night work paid better and asked fewer questions. And when you've done something long enough, it stops feeling strange. You stop noticing the silence. You stop noticing how your footsteps sound louder than they should. And you stop noticing how often you check over your shoulder, even when you're certain there's no one there. The building itself was old, not abandoned, not falling apart, just old enough to creak in places where it shouldn't, and hum softly when everything was supposedly powered down. And I learned its sounds, the way you learn a person's breathing patterns. So when a new sound appeared, one that didn't belong, it stood out immediately. It wasn't loud, it wasn't sudden. It was subtle, like something adjusting itself slightly out of sync